So we're back at the factory today. Another beautiful book, another press check. They're just starting to get it ready back over here on our press. This book is called Drawn, a beautiful book from Oro Editions. Let's get into the video. These kind of books are actually the hardest to print in my opinion because we're using solid colors for the artwork. You can see here it's a solid blue, solid green, solid orange, and we're using CMYK printing. It's not a Pantone color, so one, it's very difficult to match and get that perfect color from your color proof, and two, when you make adjustments, you know, if you adjust the color here, it's going to affect the color here in a huge way. So you always need to try to find the balance. A lot of times we have to make new plates. And the other thing about printing solid colors is if there are small little dirt or dust specks that get onto the sheet during the printing. So you can see how noticeable those little dust specks are on these kind of solid color pages. It's got to be watched super carefully. You know, as we're press checking the color, trying to make the color good, I'm always looking to see if I spot these little dust specks. And also during the printing process, the pressman needs to watch it like a hawk, because when you're doing these kind of solid color pages or solid color artwork, it's very easy to notice it. And you don't want to print out 1,000 copies, 2,000, 5,000 copies and have these little marks, little hickeys all over the page. That just ruins the beauty and the quality of the printing. So right now they're loading the paper in for the cover. We started off printing the inside pages. I gave them some shit for that because I always like to print the cover first. It's one of the most important things for the book. Sometimes it's the hardest things to print. You get that done, finished, out of the way, and then you work on the interiors, ends, and everything else. So we have this funny little paper stack here. Well, this is our interior pages. This little short stack here is our cover pages. The cover's got like a cool embossing on it. We're not doing the embossing today. We're just focusing on the color, the press check. Hopefully I can show you that later. And they're getting it ready. So let's hope it's beautiful. These guys are pretty good. So this is the cover here. Again, solid colors. The whole book is mostly solid color artwork. These little dots here are gonna have some cool embossing effect. We're not doing the embossing today. We're just doing the CMYK printing. They're warming up the machine. They're adjusting it. In a few minutes, I'll be able to color correct it. Hopefully sign it if it's good. So what we always do is they have these little lamination machines. This one right here. Whenever you put the plastic lamination coating on a book, it's going to change the colors. Usually it makes it more warm, more yellow, more red. It really also depends on what kind of lamination they're using. We put it on the book. We see how it affects the color. We match it and compare it to the color proof. Make sure it's good, because I've seen a whole book destroyed using lamination, changing the color totally. The client wasn't happy. So it's super important as you print the book, especially the cover and the part that gets lamination, you test it with lamination to see how the color is affected. In the future, I'm going to make a video about the tools I bring with me on press. Let me tell you, the number one tool we mostly need is a good coffee. We're finally getting to the cover. Right now it's looking a little too yellow compared to the color proof. I want that more rich magenta, the red color. Take our trusty pen, make some corrections. So we take the digital proof, we check it with the laminated sheet, as well as checking it with the sheet that doesn't have lamination. Look at them all, see where the adjustment needs to be made, fix the machine, rip out some new sheets, and do it all again. So we're looking at the second pass of the cover. It's still not perfect. We're gonna try to add a little bit more cyan into it, see if that makes a difference. It's very close, but it's just not good enough. We got to make it perfect. We're on our fourth try now, trying to make the cover good. It's very close, super close. Right now I removed some magenta, try to make it match the proof. Hopefully it's okay now, I hope. So we've adjusted the color 4 times already. Hopefully this is the one. Let's go have a look. So it didn't work. Still not matching, still not looking good. So he's going up to the second floor. We're gonna make brand new plates, adjust the curves, and hopefully that fixes it, you know? They hate making plate adjustments. Cost them money, cost them time. When these machines aren't running, that's no dollars in their pocket. So after changing the plate here, I think we finally got the color that we wanted. So now we got the cover finished. We're moving on to the end papers. Very beautiful. Again, more solid colors, which I hate. But this is looking good. Should be a smooth sailing press check from this point. So what this guy is doing right here is he's taking a blow dryer and blowing hot air into the end sheet, which we rolled into a tube. The hot air is drying the ink, and that's how we're really gonna go see how the paper really looks. You know, the wet ink and dry ink look totally different. You know, there can be big changes in color based on that. So you can tell that this is a really professional factory when they take care of small details like this. A lot of factories will never do this kind of technique to dry the ink, see how the color changes, and to make sure it matches our color proof that's been approved by the client. So we're finished with the press check today. It's a beautiful book, drawn, oral editions. Go to the website, go check it out, go buy it in a few months when it's out. Easy press check for the most part. Just those solid colors are a little bit problematic. We had to make the plate change on the cover. Finally it was approved. Gotta be perfect.